Okay, so Mr. Payed uses a 12-sided die with the numbers 1 to 12 to pick the activity for intramurals on Fridays. Write each answer as a fraction, a ratio, and a percent. Okay, so let's look at this question. So there's an example of a 12-sided die. Now, 12A. If he rolls a multiple of 3, the students will play 3-on-3 basketball. What is the probability that the class will play basketball on Friday? Now, really, the probability is not whether they're going to play 3-on-3 basketball. It's actually if he rolls a multiple of 3. So, what are the multiples of 3? So remember, this is infinite, but we're using a 12-sided die. So let's start listing them. So we want the probability, they called it the probability of 3 on 3, which is really just rolling a multiple of 3. So think of what are all the multiples of 3. Multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, and then so on and so forth. Remember, we are rolling a 12-sided die. We're rolling a 12-sided die. So this is what our list looks like for multiples of 3. We got to roll either a 3, 6, 9, or 12. Now, what is the probability that the class will play basketball on Friday? Okay, what is the probability of rolling a multiple of 3? Now, we have 3, 6, 9, and 12. So, out of 12, different color here, out of 12, we have a possible 4 favorable outcomes, okay? So that's representing it as a fraction. Now, if you're getting to this last question, I'm going to assume you can take that 4/12 and turn it into a ratio, okay? So 4/12, don't forget, simplifies down to 1/3, okay? So then the ratio would also be 1:3. And then as a decimal, you would divide 4 divided by 12, which is going to give you an answer of 0.3 repeat. 0.3 repeat as a decimal. Okay, so there you have your fraction, you have your ratio, and you have your decimal. Now let's look at question B. If he rolls a prime number, the students will play indoor baseball. What is the probability of baseball? Okay, first off, we need to figure out what a prime number is. So a prime number looks at factors. So a prime number is a number that has 1 and itself as factors. For example, 3 is a prime number because what are the factors of 3? 1 and 3. So there are no 2 other numbers that you can multiply together to get 3. 7 is another factor. Okay, a prime number. What are the factors of 7? We have 1 and 7. Only 1 times 7 are the only factors. Okay, so is 4 a factor? Let's see, is 4 a prime number? 4, let's do this one over here. Well, we have 1, we have 2, and we have 4. Oh no, we got 2 in there. So because it's not just 1 and 4, that is not a prime number. Okay, so now when we look at it, we got to figure out all of our prime numbers between 1 and 12, because again, we're using that 12-sided die. So let's start listing all the prime numbers between 1 and 12. So we want to list all the prime numbers between 1 and 12. Okay, so we have 1, because really it's just 1 in itself, 1. 2 is a prime number. We can even put the factors underneath just to remind ourselves. 3, because what two numbers multiply to get 3? 1 and 3. It's 4? It's 4? Oh, no, it's not 4, because you have 1, 2, and 4. See? So you have more than 2 factors, so definitely not 4. How about 5? What numbers multiply together to get 5? 1 and 5. How about 6? What numbers multiply together to get 6? Okay, let's check. 1, 2, 3, 6. So definitely not a prime number. 7. What numbers multiply to get 7? Okay, that is a prime number. It's just 1 and 7. What about 8? What numbers? So 1, 2, 4, and 8. So no, not a prime number. Okay, let's keep going on. How about 9? 9 can be a tricky one. Let's just double check this one. 1, okay, not 2, but 3. 3 times 3. Oh, and 9. Okay, so then, nope, not prime. Not prime. Okay, so what about 10? No, we got 2 and 5, 1 and 10. What about 11? Yeah, just 1 and 11. 12? No, not 12. Okay, so these are all the prime numbers between 1 and 12. Now, how many numbers total is that? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. Okay, and remember, the total outcomes is 12. So we have 6 favorable outcomes, 12 possible outcomes. Okay, so 6 of those favorable ones and 12 possible. Now, that can be reduced to a half. Okay, so from there we wanted a fraction. There's your fraction, a ratio. Okay, and then the percentage. The last one I forgot to give you, I gave you a decimal, but easily converted to a percent. So I'll let you do the percentage from here.